Hi, you guys. It's so nice to see you. I was so happy when I heard that there was going to be a second season of the Babysitters Club. Malia, where were you when you heard this news and how excited were you?
Oh, the second season. Where was I? I think it was rumored when we finished the first season, and there's always that glimmer of hope that it's going to happen, but never actually knowing. So that confirmation, it came from a phone call, and I just remember my mom's face when she got off of it. She was, "It's happening!" And it was just a big, joyous festivities, and I got to FaceTime the girls really close afterwards. So it was a big celebration for sure.
Momona, I heard that all the cast got really close during the first season. How did you keep in touch during the pandemic? Was FaceTime your preferred method of communication?
Well, I think we got really creative with our ways of like keeping in touch. We did do a lot of group FaceTimes for sure. I think we also did a bunch of like Netflix parties as well. Like it's an app where you can like watch movies together. So I think we did a bit of that, but I think overall just we really did a good job like keeping in touch. And I think all of us are just so close that no matter where we are, like we're always just as close for sure.
Malia, I want to ask you, what's your favorite storyline this season, if you can tell me without giving away any spoilers?
Ah, that's so hard. You gave me the heart. Okay, okay, we got this. I feel like, mm, okay, my favorite storyline, without giving away any spoilers, because there are many which I wish I could say right now, but I unfortunately have to keep my tongue sealed and my mouth shut. But I think one of my favorite storylines is how we have introduced new characters like Vivian and not those are the real people. Oh my god, like Mallory and Jesse. Just having those new characters and that new storyline, I think, was really elegant in the way that they did it, and it just shows like having what the new girls is like, and then the perspective of those new girls. It was really cool and eye opening, especially as a former new girl, going to a new school or just a new social activity. It's tough, and being able to have those perspectives to relate to, which is another thing from the Babysitters Club, which I feel like is so special. You're able to relate to at least one of the characters, or at least one of the storylines. So I feel like that's one of my favorite storylines for sure.
I heard that at the end of the first season, you got to pick out a few pieces of wardrobe. I want to ask Momona, what did you pick out this season?
I can't. Okay, so there was many pieces that I just loved and just caught my eye, like from the first time I ever got to wear them. So there are a few pieces. I'm not sure like how much I'm allowed to give away, but I did take one of the iconic kind of like. It was a Kenzo dress that Claudia got to wear, and it's just so beautiful. The colors are stunning, and I just loved the shape of it. But I did get to take home a few little things that I liked.
From your character only, or were you allowed to pick from other characters?
I think I kind of picked, I think, just from mine because sizing wise, everything in Claudia's wardrobe fits me pretty well. So I was like, gonna take that advantage and just, get all the clothes that fit me.
And Malia, same question. Did you get to pick out some of your wardrobe?
Well, last season, there, the beginning of the season was not exactly my preferred taste. As she says, world's youngest senior citizen or the toddler, and I feel like that's very accurate to how she carries herself and how she dresses. But throughout the second season, I didn't take anything home. Oh, I did take something home actually. I have this little date scene. Later in the season, but I got to take home a shirt from that and some pants that were flared and corduroy, and that one I think is by out. That one's my favorite for sure.
I have to say that your face during the hot sauce scene was so funny. I was laughing out loud. Did you actually have to eat hot sauce for that?
Fun story. That wasn't supposed to happen. That was something that was kind of improv later in the series. Kendra, who plays Dawn, we got to see what was on the table, and she gave me a little bit. She was supposed to give me a tiny drop of hot sauce, but she decided to go overboard, and that was all very real. I got teary. I remember Mark, who plays my dad, he was very concerned, and they just decided to keep the tape rolling. So everything that you see is pretty accurate and just trying to stick to the script.
I didn't know that.
Now, Momona, did you have a favorite character before you got the role?
Okay, that's a very good question. I think like I loved all of them individually. I think they all have like such amazing traits. But personally, I think I did resonate with Claudia the most. I mean, she's pretty cool. So yeah, I would say Claudia kind of stuck out to me, especially she was a really big, I guess, like Asian American representation for me in books as well. So I always dreamed of playing her, and honestly, it's seriously like it's such a dream come true to be a part of this, and I'm just so grateful for that.
In what ways are you like your character and what ways are you not like her?
I would say like both of us are very into the arts. I mean, Claudia is a huge artist, and I think I am too. But I like express myself a little bit differently. For me, I think, especially in the first season, I brought a lot of like my personal energy into Claudia. I think we kind of both share kind of like that little like bright energy for sure. I also love candy, just like Claudia. A place that we differ. I would say, Claudia doesn't love school that much, but I don't love it, but I don't think I
She's so good at it. And she's
I don't think yeah, I like it more than Claudia, for sure.
And Malia, same question. In which ways are you like Marianne and which ways are you definitely not like Marianne?
Yeah, so Marianne and I definitely believe that we're both shy and introverted at heart, although I'm able to differentiate from that from time to time, where I'm able to talk to awesome people like you. But Marianne and I have very similar qualities and very different qualities as well. I feel like a way that we are similar is that we're able to stand up when the moment's right. And I love that one episode, if we're without the first season, the episode before Marianne's episode where she got to stand up for Bailey in the hospital. I love doing that and be able to kind of correlate that to my day-to-day life and seeing what I can do to be more like Marianne. I feel like she's a hero in her own way. She's also a boss in her own way, which we got to see at the end of the series. And then I feel like we're different in what ways? I think I'm hopefully a little bit better at talking to people. She says the line, I feel like my stomach's going to fall out of my nose. And that's very accurate for her, but not so much for me.
Well, it's been so much fun talking to you both today. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Have a good one.